Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Katelyn Hawkins. She's with the Kentucky Beef Council. Good morning, Katelyn.
Good morning.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm so excited that you're here today because we're going to talk a little bit about beef and St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. St. Patrick's Day, beef, everybody always thinks corned beef, which for today, I did a little bit of history research. So I knew most things about corned beef for you.
Yeah, and sometimes people don't add corned beef into their everyday meal
hmm
planning, but sometimes they might want to do something for St. Patrick's Day when they're looking up those recipes. But tell us, what is the big deal about corned beef?
So corned beef, you would think is what you would traditionally eat in Ireland on St. Patrick's Day. But actually, corned beef is really coming from those immigrants that immigrated from Ireland to America. Pork is a very heavily consumed protein over in Ireland because it's cheaper than beef. But when they came here, it was the opposite. Pork was more expensive and they were more likely to be able to purchase beef. Thus, they created and utilized corned beef. With that corned beef, Ireland's mainly known for potatoes, like we all know, but also salted meats. So they made corned beef over in Ireland. They already knew how to utilize the cut beef. They already knew how to salt it. When they got here, they used that corned beef rather than pork, and they paired that with a cabbage to be more of a efficient vegetable.
And a lot of times when we see it in the grocery stores, it's kind of in a brine.
Mhm.
And I think people might, think, well, how do I utilize that? What do I do with that corned beef?
When it comes to corned beef, more oftentimes you're utilizing a brisket as your cut of beef. And one thing that I've learned over the years is that the quality of the salt, because it is a salted, cured, brined product, just like you said, the quality of that salt is almost as important as the quality of the cut of beef that you're utilizing. So being able to get a very nice quality kosher salt or rock salt to incorporate into that brine is key when it comes to corned beef, making it home.
Now, some people might say, okay, so I'm going to buy this, but how do I prepare it?
There's so many different ways you can utilize corned beef. Whether you're purchasing an already brined brisket at the grocery store or you're adventurous and you're wanting to make that at home, you can utilize those as Reubens, which I think is one of the most popular ways of utilizing corned beef here for us in America. Um, we've got a great recipe for a Reuben bite to be able to make that little nice bite. Maybe you want to snack on that with your children to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. You can also utilize it in a number of different ways with just corned beef on a plate with cabbage or with potatoes. One of the favorite recipes that we found is a Dijon-Glazed corned beef with a nice savory cabbage, which gives you a little bit of updated twist on that traditional corned beef and cabbage, especially around St. Patrick's Day.
And for some people who might not have experienced corned beef, it does have a different texture and flavor than our normal brisket.
It truly does. It gives you more of that little bit of bite since it does have so much salt in it, but it's more of a brine cured product. So that texture will be different than your just traditional barbecue style or roasted beef brisket.
And so it doesn't have to be hard to
No.
incorporate a little bit of this tradition. It's fun to teach the kids about maybe a new dish or a new product, or maybe even try one of these recipes. And I know you have a couple other recipes for people to be able to choose from as well.
We do. Another fun way to utilize corned beef is in the form of a soup. Now, honestly, I was a little surprised when I saw this recipe on Beef It's What's for Dinner, but I think it's a great way to utilize a creamy, hearty soup that's going to fill you up, that's got your celery, your carrots, your Swiss cheese is going to be in there, some sauerkraut to make sure you're still incorporating that cabbage and a vegetable, but then to be able to top it with some corned beef to give it that nice little kick. Another great way to utilize corned beef is just a very simple corned beef and roasted potato dish. So you're getting two of the greatest things that are coming out of Ireland: potatoes, which is quite honestly my favorite vegetable, and corned beef, which is that hearty, salty beefiness that everybody loves for this time of year.
Okay, Caitlin, certainly appreciate the inspiration for St. Patrick's Day, but where can people find other great beef recipes?
You can go to kybeef.com. We've got a plethora of recipes there, whether you're looking for St. Patrick's Day, grilling, because we're fastly approaching that summer grilling season. Just great utilizations for appetizers if you don't want a heavy meal. And you can also go to beefitswhatsfordinner.com for all of your beef questions and anything you would want to know about cooking, preparation, or raising of beef.
All right, Caitlin, well, appreciate you visiting with us this morning. If you have questions, make sure to contact your local extension office or visit the Kentucky Beef Council's website. Thanks for watching and have a great day.